I took me a good nap. Now I feel I got a nap hangover, I think.
Ay, don't you hate that? You take a nap and you feel great when you're sleepy and rested, and then you wake up and you have a headache and you feel like crap.
Is that such a thing? A nap?
I feel like
nap
it
hangover.
It is a thing.
If there, I just coined that. If
it's not a thing, I mean that's.
I've got a nap hangover.
Hangover. All right, let me get YouTube pulled up and Facebook.
Hell, you only got 7 people watching you now. I think you done pissed them off on the first video, the other video you did.
Well, it is what it is. If I'm a disgrace,
all I
and they
can
don't
say
like
is
me,
I said it and I meant it. Hate me if you will.
I mean, it's just a day in the life. These.
we lost more than 1 follower today.
And that's exactly what they were, apparently. They were just followers. But, yeah. Let's get comments pulled up. Hopefully I don't have them. And I do.
Well, turn that down. You're going to give me a copyright.
Charles says,
I don't
good
have permission
evening,
to use my own stuff.
Brandy says, showing 43 and rising. Tom Hale says, hello, Mr. and Mrs. G, and everyone from Ohio. Trina says, good evening. Wilma says, good evening.
Well,
Angie
good evening.
says,
Good
hi,
evening.
G's. Hello, guys. Italian Princess, hey, sweetheart, it's been a while.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Evening, G's and G-Force fam.
Got a nap hangover.
We do. We got nap hangovers.
Hangers.
At least I'm not crying, right?
Night's still young.
Just be quiet. We just watched some science fiction horror movie and I bawled on it.
Did
at
you really?
The end, when they sent the kids up into the alien spaceship.
Oh my God! I was thinking,
I
is
did,
this
I cried.
movie ever going to end?
That's sad. He had to leave his dad. Just saying. Totally off subject. Women, y'all can relate to what I'm going through. I'm just saying.
Men, you all can relate what I'm going through.
Hormones are like, wham.
Forget her. It is painful on this side.
Well, I was not mean today at all. Was not mean. When was I mean to you today? Today. Nah, I wasn't. I cried. I was a mess. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I didn't hear you.
Italian Princess said, I should have changed into my G-Force After Dark shirt. Vicky says, heck, if everybody had the same opinion, it would be a boring world. It would. And we can agree to disagree. I have nothing against people that are transgender. Nothing at all.
I don't care what you do. Just don't force it upon me.
Yep.
Don't force it upon my kids.
No.
Simple.
I have nothing against people living the way.
If you want to cut your junk off, I don't care what you do with it. Don't expect me to conform to what you want me to believe, though. I believe what I want to believe, what I see with my own eyes, what I know by science. Don't expect me to conform. Am I going to hate you? No, not at all. Everybody's welcome at my house.
That's right.
Everybody's welcome at my house.
But in the same regard, you know, don't judge us for not wanting to be relabeled or called something completely different than what we were born as. Christopher Kelly says, you're mean every day. Me or G? Barb says, hello, G's from Greencastle, PA. Safe travels and God bless.
And somebody said, need to stay out of the women's restroom. And that goes right back on to the thing about making others conform to you. No, you made that decision. The rest of the world didn't make the decision for you. So the rest of the world shouldn't have to conform to you.
Robin says, watch it, Mr. G. Lori Allen says, yes, Mrs. G. Us women cry. I cried at E.T. Phone home.
Well, that was just sad. Poor E.T. died.
I'm just an emotional wreck every month for anywhere between 5 to 7 days. Sometimes longer. Christopher says, G is innocent.
Always.
Jen says, hey, family. Hey, sweetheart. Tom Hale says, it's so true, Mr. G. Travis Clark says, hi, guys. Mike Foley says, everyone except me, that is. Just kidding.
What did somebody say? Go to that comment. I actually had Mrs. G screenshot a comment because it really bothered her.
It really, it aggravated me. This is Stephanie.
No, we don't even need to do the name.
Okay, well, this person says, wow, I'm glad people kill themselves because people are judged piss poor pity on those that actually breed and have an opinion on how others live. You're a disgrace, no longer following you.
Never made a judgment on anybody.
And I told her, I said, I'm a disgrace, but it's okay for others to rename and redefine women who were born women. I have nothing against anyone. People can live their lives as they please, but do not force me to conform to their way of thinking. I just, I never said on there that people should be bullied. Any people.
And then let's go into the next one there from somebody else.
This other person says, then let them live their lives without being judged and bullied. It could happen in your family, and I guess you all would disown them. Something to think about.
Well, let me kind of talk about that. Last thing I am is a bully. I'll stick up for anybody, whether I agree with what you believe or not. I'll stick up for your right, because I said it from the day one, and I'll continue to say it till I die. You cannot fight for one freedom and not stand for all. Doesn't mean I have to agree with all freedoms.
Nope.
It just means that I will stand right by your side for you to have the right to believe what you believe in, even if I think you're a freaking idiot. And let me see the second part of that again. I kind of lost train of thought.
Then let them live their lives without being judged and bullied. It could happen in your family, and I guess you all would disown them. Something to think about with an exclamation
No,
point.
I actually have a little nephew. And
he's not so little. He's a lot taller.
well,
than both of
he's
us.
still little. He's my nephew.
He's a sweetheart.
I shouldn't say dress like, does his makeup like a woman.
Does his makeup way better than any
And
woman.
he's very good at what he does. Do I agree with the lifestyle? No, I've told him I don't agree with the lifestyle. He respects my right to have my belief. Love him just the same. He loves me just the same. We just agree to disagree, and we talk about something else. I still love the kid. I'd still kill for the kid.
Bill says, I got my Trucker G cap in the mail the other day, and I really think it's cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
Norma
I guess
Jean,
people just don't understand. All of a sudden, I'm a bully just because I have my own belief, or I believe what I feel in my heart is right for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to cast my beliefs on anybody else.
Nope.
As you can see, I don't cast my Christianity onto anybody else. If you want to believe in Muhammad, you believe in Muhammad. If you don't want to believe in God at all, you don't believe in God at all. I don't care. It's none of my business. It's none of my business what you believe, as long as you're not casting it on my family, me, or my kids. As long as it's not harming anybody.
Norma Jean says, hello, whoops, that rolled on me. Hello, G's and family from Kettle Falls, Washington State. Norma Jean here. Love your videos, you two and your fur babies. Much love to you.
Tim says, you big fake bearded animal.
It's just, it's a two-way street. We don't push our beliefs on anyone else, but in the same regard, we don't want no one to push their beliefs on us either.
And even if I don't agree with your belief, I'm going to stand up for you and stick up for you, and I'm going to fight right beside you to have that belief, because that is your freedom.
But it seems like the moment that someone has an opinion different than another person, and in this particular case, those individuals decide to, start labeling you as a bigot or, homophobic or something like that, because you don't agree with what
I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care who you lie down with. I don't care what you put in your mouth, as long as you're not putting it in my mouth. We're good.
Michelle Tyler says, hi, family. Laura says, morals, respect, values. Diane says, just read the Bible. What does God say? Mike Foley says, pretty bad. I'm in Omaha, and it's cold
God tells
here
me
right
not
now.
to judge others, is what God tells me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my place to judge.
Mike Foley says, pretty bad. I'm in Omaha, and it's colder here right now than it is in North Dakota. Debbie says, totally agree, Mrs. G. I don't care what people do, but don't push it in my face. Trina says, if they don't agree with you having the right to believe what you want, you don't need them following you anyways. Well, to each their own.
That's their choice.
Their choice. Lynn says, hey, geez, I really needed that funny story. I just watched about the pads. Mary, I hope you feel better soon. Today has been horrible as it's the 2nd anniversary of my mom's dying.
Valerie, you're exactly right.
Our
Whatever
prayers are
happened to
with
live
you,
and
Lynn.
let live.
Our prayers are with you, sweetheart. And that's what it boils down to. Live and let live. Dr. Pepper Jigger says, good news. My cup came. Bad news. Since we live in a trailer, now we have to go get it from Spencer's mom's, and I'm at work. Oh, shucks, honey. Beth says, yeah, geez, some images I sure don't want to see. Italian Princess says, it's getting hotter in Phoenix now.
It's getting hot in here. It might be pants optional already, so we're not going to take nothing else off.
Bill says, last night here in Clovis, New Mexico, went to the Clovis Music Festival and got to see Uncle Cracker and also the Eli Young Band. It was a very good concert.
Actually, me and Mrs. G went and seen Uncle Cracker. Heck, it's been quite a few years ago.
Probably about 5-6 years ago.
I think it's been a little longer than that.
No, because it was after I went on the road with you.
Was it?
Yeah. Hilda says, good evening. Good evening. Valerie says, what happened to you read that, live and let live. Deanna says, night, G's and pups. Well, good night, sweetheart. You have a good evening. Kelly says, we got mango habanero and the tumbler today. Awesome. Linda says, good evening from Robinson, Illinois.
Good evening. Good evening. I just saw our local VFW is having a drag queen show. I just think this is so wrong. I always respected the VFW. I just can't anymore. That's up to them. I mean, if the VFW wants to have, they're adults, are they not? You know, Veterans Against Foreign Wars. If they want to have a drag queen show, then let them have a drag queen show. They're adults. It's their choice. I wouldn't hold it against all the VFWs. It's just that local one. I just don't believe. I'm not saying drag queens are good, or I'm not saying they're bad. What I'm saying is, I don't understand why they're going to schools to read stories in drag just to raise questions to kids when it's a kid's time to be a kid. They shouldn't have to ask those kind of questions.
Linda says, thank you. Sad we no longer have the right to love each other and still have different ideas/values. Sad you are having to have this conversation. Ohio has beautiful weather today and tomorrow. It's to change. Michelle Tyler says, you may not have seen my PM yet. We went to the soft opening today. BTS meets. Grand opening is next week. I'm so proud of David and his wife, Jessica. They have been working so hard on getting things done and making it happen. We gave him our bottle of mango habanero finally. He is still excited about getting your G-Spice in store and will be in touch ASAP. Today he was going on about 2 hours of sleep.
Oh,
that's
I know.
what we
I
figured,
know he's been
sweetheart.
busy.
He's been plumb busy trying to get everything exactly how it needs to be. KY Laura
Beth Howell
says,
says, heck, we never had sex till
till junior high school, 9th grade. Sex ed.
Oh, sex ed.
Junior.
I was going to say, we went to a different school.
KY says, but don't do it for the kids. Dallas Country Scratching with D-Man says, hello, Trucker G. Glad to see you live, brother. Tim says, birds and bees. Good old days. Carolyn says, good evening, G's and G-Force family from Iowa. Good evening. Sue McGee says, I say you be you and I be me. No need to bring it into my space. Respect is key.
Pretty simple.
Hilda says, you will know by the fruit you have. There is a righteous judgment. God says that there is just male and female. Marion says, got my cup and tote bag today. Came in on my birthday today. Going to show them off at church tomorrow. Well, happy birthday, sweetheart.
Well, Mrs. G's run across a few of them videos, and it kind of does burn me up. You know, you got these parents out there saying their 18-month-old
yes.
which is biologically a boy, is a girl. How are you going to make that decision for that baby?
The baby's 18 months old.
That baby was born a boy because they like little shiny headbands.
They have a sibling that is a girl, and you know what?
Heck, they like their feet too at that age.
That's what I told him. I said, do they want to become a foot? It sounds ridiculous, but this is a child that is discovering things for the first time. Everything is new. Melody says, evening, G's, puppers, and G addicts. It was summer, then winter today in #Ozarks. Just a normal Missouri day. I heard Lebanon got like big golf ball size hail. Rhonda says they're having a monster truck show here. Awesome. Vicky says, I agree to disagree. I was upset at first over the video, but I thought about it. And like I said earlier, everybody is entitled to their opinion. Opinions are not right or wrong. They are opinions. We are all allowed to have them. Wally says, good evening, G's, from Stormy, Missouri.
I'm just going by
Good
science.
evening.
Science says if you're born with a penis, you're a man. If you're born with a vagina, you're a woman. If you want to dress like a man or a woman, that's your choice. I don't care what you do. None of my business what you do. Just don't expect me to call my friend Bob Michelle because he changed his mind. No, Bob, you're always going to be Bob to me. Sorry, Bob.
Jeremy says, got my stuff today. Can't wait to get home to try it. Love you guys and your videos. Don't let anyone try to stop you from voicing yourself. Nancy said, well, today was 83 degrees in Michigan. Tomorrow rain and Monday rain/snow. Back down to the 40s. Bobby says, exactly. But when you see them going into schools, then having them at the VFW after knowing they go into schools, why would you do that? I don't know. Just my opinion. Nice try, Matt. It's been a little while. Bill says, it has been 2 years today since my wife and lost our Cavalier King Charles Spaniel dog named Maggie Dog. And she was only 10 years old when she passed. I'm so sorry, Bill.
Sorry to hear that. Xander loves the hot sauce.
Oh. Hey, Lisa. Beth says, sick parents. Tim says, I liked Play-Doh. Robin says, we got hail in Cuba, Missouri. Beth says, we finally got rain today, much needed. That fires burned over 2,400 acres already in PA.
Yeah, what you call it? Mrs. G, she read the one comment. It really kind of pissed me off a little bit when the person said, you're a disgrace because I don't have the same beliefs as that person. How long have we known each other here, guys?
That person obviously
You
didn't
can't
know
expect
us.
me to conform to your beliefs. I don't expect you to conform to mine.
No.
Any video I've ever done, have I said, hey, you got to believe just like I believe, or otherwise don't watch me. No, we can agree to disagree. But don't come on here and tell me I'm a disgrace when you know what I'm about to begin with.
Loretta says, I don't care if they have drag queen shows or not, but leave the kids alone. They do not need to see that. They are kids, and this is going on in Canada, too.
I agree. Let kids be kids.
Brandy says, you're all fixing to head to the basement with my family. Storms must be getting bad, sweetheart. Matt says, nice try, Matt. LOL, easy now.
Oh, we were not...
No,
Mandy,
he tried...
I see a big old long thing about Mandy, and I already know that I'm not reading it. Because she's just as opinionated as I am. Go ahead and read it.
Mook says, I don't care if you want to be a dude or a chick, but if you're claiming to be a chick, don't sit there and tell me how hard it is to have a period. Till you bleed out your vagina, I don't want to hear how much.
Skip.
How much an inconvenience a period is.
Okay, we're done.
Also, stop purchasing all the feminine products unless you actually need it. You want to have a period? I'll happily let you have mine. Matt says, sorry, I've been working overtime, but I've been eating my spice and hot sauce about to order more. Looks good to see you on here, Matt.
That's TT snoring for those that don't know.
Someone said they missed TT snoring. I didn't get to see who it was. KY Laura says, I missed you guys on my birthday. Oh, sorry, Laura. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Dennis says, you can't get milk from a bull and eggs from a rooster. Hey, G's, you're a legend. God knew what he was doing.
You can try to milk a bull. He ain't going to be too happy. And I'm willing to guess you're not going to be too happy.
Yeah, that would be bad. Lynn says, Mary, if you scroll above Beth's sick parents, you will see my post and what she was referring to. All right.
Sweetheart, there was a whole bunch of comments on there.
Tim says, I try to be a kid and they tell me to go to work. Italian Princess, said it was me. I miss TT and Mooch too. I hate that I keep missing you guys. Well, you caught us tonight, sweetheart. Julia says, Mr. G, you are not a bully. Love you and Mrs. G, Mooch and TT.
Oh,
Much love to
I
you guys.
never felt like I was a bully.
Donnie, thank you for the stars, hun. Star salute. Cindy Buck says, my sons, nieces, and nephews all played with my mom's fake jewelry. Does that make the boys gay?
No.
Girls played with the boys'
And if
G.I.
they are,
Joes. And what's the matter?
What's the matter to me?
Girls played with the boys' G.I. Joes. That doesn't mean anything. At 18 months, OMG. Jenny says, the devil's working hard these days. Pam says, evening. I laughed and cried at last video. I agree, Mr. G. You go, Mook. Eddie says, good evening, G's. Love y'all. I used my cup, kept the drink cold for several hours. I love the previous video, and I am proud to be a woman. Well, so am I, sweetheart.
Amanda said one hormone headache and they'd be done.
No joke, right?
Yeah, a
Eddie,
hormone headache.
Thank you
I know
for
exactly
the
what you're
stars,
talking about.
son. Star salute.
I know all about them hormone headaches. I get them all the time.
I've been nice all day. I haven't been an emotional wreck, and mean has not been on the radar. Mike Foley says, I think any real woman would gladly let anyone have their period. Oh, heck yeah. You take it out for a test run.
No, you can keep it.
Just, yeah, and
I'm
then
good.
don't bring it back.
I'm good.
John says, putting my curable on. Love ya. Love you too, hun. Oh, and it just booted me off there. Hold on. Give me a moment. I got to pull those comments back up. KY says, we'll be 50 next year. Would love to have a bonfire and a big shindig.
Right on.
Eric and Doris says, good evening, G's, Puppers, and G-Force family. I hope I hopped over here. Awesome.
KY Laura says, have you guys had dinner yet tonight?
We did.
Well, excuse me, had tacos and they're talking back.
Tacos,
They're
they
taco
are.
backing to me.
They are.
That didn't work out like I was wanting to. Taco backing it to me.
Julie says, hey, I had all my female parts removed due to pre-cancer. I'm still not a dude. I have a vajayjay. Donnie says, love hanging out with the G's. You guys are awesome people. Much love to you. Much love to you too. And thanks for the stars, hon. Stars
Cindy Buck. Cindy Buck says, I want to see these guys have a 32 hours of labor. Cindy Buck, I'm on a 34-hour restart, sweetheart.
I'm telling you what.
I got you 32 I beat it with 34-hour restart every 7 days.
She didn't say restart. She said labor.
Oh.
Labor's a whole different ball game.
All I see was 32 hours. I do a 34 all the time.
Bobby Rogers says, Mrs. G knows about them paying in the rears to Mr. G.
Easy now. It ain't quite after dark. It's getting there, though.
Chris says, no, I'm good. I'll tell my girlfriend I'm glad to be a guy, but I will pamper her when she has her time. Well, that is awesome of you. Robin says, I'm glad that I'm done with anti-flow every month, but I don't like the hot flashes. Tim says, just let kids blow stuff up and be normal.
Sounds fun to me.
That's what I'm saying. Spencer says, anyone can take my wife's period. If they want it, she's hard to deal with.
Why are we
on
still
it.
talking
LOL.
about periods?
Because that's what brought up this whole conversation in the last video.
So let's talk about tacos.
City Cock says, where are you guys at? We're in Kansas
City.
Jenny, thank you for the stars.
On a
hon.
34-hour restart.
Star salute. Julie says, where are you guys? I heard something about Casey. Are you here? Yes, we're in Kansas City, Missouri. Jackie says, some parents are at fault when they are raising their kids as non-gender and not teaching them the way of the facts of life. Sherry Beeman says, hello, G's. How are you doing tonight? Gee, you look good in that blue shirt. Hugs to you both.
Well, thank you.
And someone asked earlier what his shirt said. It says, give me a redneck girl.
Hell yes.
KY says, I hated anti-flow. Martina says, Robin, my menopause was hell. Went through it at 50, now 71. I'm like, just make it all stop. If that's what's going to happen, just make it stop.
Does Red Mexican count?
Red Mexican?
Yeah. A Red Mexican girl?
No, I guess no. I don't know. Sammy says, my stepson is going through through his mom's changing into a man, and it's bothering him a lot. He is only 11 years old and has to deal with this.
Still his mom. I don't care if he turns into a man or not. It's still his mom.
His mom.
That's what I don't get. I don't understand.
Michelle Tyler says, working as home care nurse, we don't always have patients long enough to get close/attach. But sometimes we do, and losing them is hard. One of my recent patients that I was close to passed away this morning. So hard. I'm so sorry,
Yeah, Mrs. G
Michelle.
used to have that happen quite a bit, working at
It's rough.
in elderly homes.
Because you get that attachment to them, and they become part of your family.
What's that? Hey, at Trucker G and Mrs. G and chat. How you all doing from PB?
Well, thanks for the super chat.
We're doing
PB.
good.
Super chat, clap. Tim says, red.
Thank you, PB.
Red Mexican. I guess that's how you say it.
Red Mexican.
KR says, hey, Mr. G, love the Kiss shirt. Hey, Mr. G. Tim said, that is another word for taco some days. LOL. Robin says, I'm 57. Sorry for you, Martina. Fat Kid Brody says, most guys hate anti-flow too.
Jana says, hey, geez, my plumbing is gone, so no more of the monthly problems. PEX, get PEX. You don't have as much problem with PEX as you do with PVC or copper.
Okay.
I thought we were talking about plumbing.
That's exactly what she's talking about. I think she's probably,
I still prefer PEX.
good where she's at right
I
now.
prefer PEX.
Amanda says, hey, y'all, from Gulf Shores, Alabama. I thought we having hurricanes today. We had some really bad weather.
Yeah, we hit a pretty good storm.
Mook says, I'm just saying, if our men would learn to feed us and walk away every once a month, life would be easier for everyone.
I feed her just fine. You know that.
Your dad does. I told my son-in-law, when they get like that, they get angry, they get emotional, throw them cookies, throw them candy, walk away.
Tim C said red PEX or blue PEX. Depends on if it's hot or cold.
Red PEX or blue PEX. Not red PEX. Laura says, you wish
Amanda
it's
says
gone.
copper is better. Not in the winter.
No.
That copper blows and bursts, and yeah,
It's bad.
It's not a good thing.
Laura said, you wish it's gone, but what comes after is no fun too. Women are just screwed. Bah. Cody said, Mandy, I've tried and you won't let me leave.
And then he says you can find that Kiss shirt at Walmart for those that might want one.
That's where I got it.
Men's department.
In the men's
That's where she got
department. I think it was like $5.99. It's like, why do they always have the good shirts in the men's department? Frank G. Trucks in the house says, I had a sinus headache once, which I'm sure is the same pain level as giving birth. That count. Okay,
He's
Frank.
opening that can of worms.
You know Judy's going to whack you upside the head.
Strike.
Denise says, having a hysterectomy was the best thing ever. It should be a law. When you are done having babies, yank out those organs.
Amanda says there is a flex copper. I guess I'm not familiar with it.
Oh,
I know the copper lines that we had at our house only flex so much before they just said clink. And
it's like a sprinkler.
what are you holding those fittings on with? Solder. I mean, I like PEX.
Jenna says, had the histro in 2000 when I was 47. Best decision I ever made.
I seen that PEX pipe blow up to like the size of a water bottle.
And not actually blow.
And go, yeah. Easy now.
Cheryl says, I had to get a hysterectomy because I bled so much that I had to get
Oh my
blood
Lord.
transfusions, now hot flashes, but it was for the best.
So let's talk more about PEX. You guys prefer copper, PEX?
Oh, he thought it was
PVC?
He thought it was funny when we were talking about the pads.
It was funny.
And it being a hatchet wound.
It ain't a paper cut.
It's not. That was what Ashley said. Tell him it is not a paper cut. This is a hatchet wound.
Closest I had to bruised rims and a blown out knee. Does that count to the pain of childbirth?
No. Trina says, had total hysterectomy at 28, but would rather have had my period than all the issues it caused.
I fought 3 days.
Gotcha.
I once fought 3 days with a testicle or an arrow through my testicles. Does that count? What's that? What was that movie?
I don't remember. I can never remember what that is.
It was Liam Neeson that said it.
Wendy B. of Arizona says, I would think a vacation every month for a week would rock.
Tim says, PEX can bend, saves a 90. There you go. Less fittings.
Amanda says, my husband is the plumber.
Glitter Park
LOL.
says 100% PEX at any of our new renovations we do.
That's what we put in the new house was PEX. I was excited about that. Glitter Fart says, I like PEX.
Janice says even PVC pipe splitter. We had a waterfall under our mobile home back in the 90s. I don't know how many times I replumbed our mobile home.
You and Bobo?
It was CPVC, and I had every winter.
It was awful.
It didn't matter how much I thought I insulated that pipe. We were under there every winter.
Had heat tape and all that.
I just replumbed the whole thing, and then I learned about PEX.
Bonnie said, geez, stay safe. Keep eyes out on weather. Will do, sweetheart. Susan says, do hysterectomy by Robic. Now came home same day. Best thing ever did.
That kid Brody said, I was a plumber one time in my life, and I will never use copper again.
Yeah. Cody says, hey, getting kicked in the nads is worse than having a baby because you never hear a man ask for another kick, but a woman will ask for another baby.
Tennessee, you're right. CPVC does suck.
Yes. Amanda says, mobile PEX is better. Brandy said, hold on to your knickers. We are taking downstairs. Don't fall, sweetheart. Cindy Buck says, the worst and the best day I had was 3606.
PEX is better for mobile homes.
The day...
That's what she was talking about.
I had my first hip replacement and the first day of my last period. Well, let's go. Tim says, what's up, freight relocators? Welcome.
How you doing, buddy?
Robin says, what kind of PEX? This could be misconstrued for pecking. It's after dark, LOL. No, like PEX for pipe and plumbing. Tim says, I still do boilers in copper. Looks better. At least main piping. KY says, in mobile homes, do they have PEX? And is PEX better?
I believe a lot of the newer mobile homes are going with PEX. I'm not positive, to be honest.
I know
with
in
you,
the
but
RVs.
PEX is better.
In the RVs that they're
the RVs are
they're all PEX. Mary Penner says, good evening. So did you drop your other load already?
No, they won't be open until Monday morning. It's actually about 100 yards that away.
Yeah, it's like right there. Excuse me.
I could actually look out the window and see the dock that we're going to go to.
I was looking at the GPS and when we were on our way here to the truck stop. I was like, it says it's 5 miles away from
the
our
bad thing
destination.
is this place is like right across the street from the truck stop, and you're going to have all these trucks going to want to leave out of here in the morning, and I've got to pull out of here, drive down the road, and back in off the street. So I'm going to have to stop both lanes of traffic with the truck and try to get back in there without another truck getting too close and not allowing me to swing, or another car getting too close and not allowing to swing. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, okay, I get it now, Tim.
Freight
Locators says, just stumbled on this live when I parked. I just subscribe because y'all are high.
Because we're
hilarious.
High.
Hilarious. Well, welcome to the G-Force, Freight Locators. If you think this is funny, you should have watched the last video.
Miss G didn't eat that whole brownie, I promise. He said we were high.
Hilarious. He didn't get to finish spelling hilarious.
I was just kidding.
Glitter Farce has been using it in rentals for 15 plus years. Works great. Chris says, LOL, wow, this is a wild party tonight.
Who is snoring? That would be TT, our old English bulldog.
Poor sleepy. Kim says, good evening. How are you guys?
Jennifer Duck said, put Marianne out to direct traffic. Oh, lordy.
You don't want that. No, not in the hormonal state that I'm in. Tom says, are you next to a cattle trailer? I hear mooing in the background.
I told you, we're parked right next to a truck stop. You want me to have Mrs. G get out of the truck and start directing traffic? They will think she's a lot lizard. Stop. No, we don't want none of your business.
That's TT snoring, not cows mooing. Paul says, piece of cake compared to backing in off the street in Jersey.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Or downtown Chicago.
Yeah, you're right.
Mary Penner says, did you, Mr. and Mrs. G, have suggested already, did you have a good sleep last night? We did. We actually...
Mandy said you ate the rest of the brownie when I wasn't looking.
Shut up, Mook.
Cow Tim says, sounds like cows. Yes, she does.
Amanda said, LOL. Jesse said, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Jackie says, I would have eaten it. Glitterfart says, I also know some people hate shark bites, but as long as you have a clean cut, they work. Been 10 plus years on some fittings and no issues. I heard bad things about the shark
we
bites.
actually had that shark bite blow off on that copper line over at Mom's place, remember?
Yes.
And
right behind the washing machine.
we didn't live there. We just come check on the place about
it was
couple times a week.
spewing water.
And yeah, there was a pool.
Yeah, in her laundry room.
Never did decide to use them again.
Martina says, did you ever watch the videos where they put the belt on men and then shock them labor pains?
That.
Yes, I did see that. And they cried like little babies.
Amanda said shark bites are not good.
Laura says, yum, brownies. Always good. Jackie says, you sure might have tired out TT. You sure must have tired out TT.
Somebody said I look like Charles Bronson, not the actor, but England's most feared prisoner. Look him up.
Oh, we're going to have to Google that. Now I'm curious, so hold on. Charles Bronson. Prisoner. Was it in England?
No, I don't see it. He looks like Dudley Do Right, the dastardly guy.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't
Why?
remember
Just because I got a bald head? Is that what you're trying to say? All of us bald guys look the same?
Cal Tim says, sounds like cows. KR says, LOL, never heard TT snoring compared to a cow. I know, right? She's a heifer, though. Walter says, you look exactly... Okay, you read that. Glitterfart says, yeah, you have to have the cuts very clean and just right. Tim says, do not approve shark bites. Hate those. Too quick and very temporary. That's why they come off. Charles
Firelight says, what truck stop are you at? If close, we can come meet you. We're at the Flying J.
Where do you see that?
Up there.
Oh, Checkers. They said Charles.
That's my fault.
Checkers.
Yeah, don't come tonight. I'm pants optional tonight, and I don't plan on putting them back on.
Amber says,
tomorrow will be fine.
What's up, G's? Been missing your lives. Busy. Hope all is well. Doing good, sweetheart. Tim says, I got a lot of gray since the operation.
All right, on, brother.
Captain and the squad says, hello from West Texas.
Hello, West Texas.
Checker says, Flying J off of 435?
Yes. Ice cream and peanut butter, somebody said.
That was Bonnie. Ice cream with peanut butter. Amanda says, the main thing is leave the water dripping if it freezes and don't flush the flushable wipes.
Our problem was we didn't let the water drip hard enough, and it froze up. No, actually, we had the water dripping. What happened? It was the line going to the washing machine, and you can't let that run, and that's the one that blew.
Yep. Amber says, ruh-roh, no pants. Uh-huh. Checker says, we are 10 minutes from there.
You ever eat any Bohemian food? That's what I cook. No, Jonah, I can't believe I've had Bohemian. Like to try it.
Good. Glitterfart says, use 100 plus shark bites joints in rent house over the last 10 years. The only one that ever failed is the one that had a bad cut. And it got fixed before we left.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it. I just know the one time that we used it, I had a bad
Dr. Pepper Drinker says, by the way,
experience with it.
Thanks for what you said to me yesterday. I feel loved. You are, sweetheart. Janice says, have a good night, all. Well, good night, hun. Michelle Brandon says, I love chocolate ice cream with peanut butter.
Randall, we're in Kansas City, buddy. I don't know what little suburb of Kansas City. It's Kansas City, I guess.
Donna Cherry says, have a good night. Well, good night, sweetheart. And yes, that sounds really good. Chocolate ice cream with peanut butter and chocolate syrup on the top. Ooh, buddy. But we did get, when we had the Walmart order, we did get some Little Debbie snacks. And I got me some more trail mix. So, pretty excited about that. Bobby Rogers
Taylor,
says,
how you doing, brother?
Oh, Taylor Barker, my beautiful peoples. Love you, G's.
Love you too, man.
Too.
Oh, that was gross.
Bobby Rogers says, gotta go. My youngest daughter is in the ER with chest pains again. Love you all. We'll keep you in our prayers, Bobby.
Yes.
Let us know what's going on, hon.
Sorry, guys. I had to eat a roll. I did get a little bit of heartburn.
KY Laura says, Tums, G? Yep.
Yep.
Marion says, good night, G's. Off to bed. I have a headache. Love ya. Love you too, sweetheart. Get
Actually,
you
it's
some
not
rest.
really Tums. It's that.
There's a Equate brand.
Yeah, the antacid. They're actually pretty good. I like the banana ones.
Checker says, OMG, and I think I
Randall,
know
that's
where
exactly where we are at.
you are delivering to. My son works there. It's across the street from Flying J. Oh, their son works there.
At the forklift place, Toyota.
Toyota, yeah, that's what it is, Toyota. Tim C says, crimp press or solder for me. Glitterfart says, God bless Bobby and kid. See, Michelle Brandon, now I want ice cream.
Mary,
Yeah.
we had tacos for supper.
We did.
And a bombazo.
It's still sitting there. Navo says, have a good evening. I love trail mix. I do too. I've been kind of on a trail mix.
I like the one
kick.
you got me.
I would grab it, but it's over there, and I got no britches on.
You wasn't supposed to say that out loud.
Well, it's the truth.
Wait, hey, hon, can you hand me that over
No,
there?
you're on your own, buddy.
Been wearing my new Trucker G hat. I love it, Taylor said.
Awesome.
Right on, brother. Thank you.
I seen a picture of Sherry with hers on. Checker says, he works at Equipment
That
Share.
scrolled
It's
real
across the
fast.
street on Front Street. Dr. Pepper Drinker says, Cameron makes your shirts look funky and backwards and flipped. LOL.
Ruth Gonzalez was on here. It scrolled so fast I couldn't
Where?
read it. I don't know. It
Nan's
scrolled.
Creations. This is Ruth Gonzalez.
Oh.
LOL. I was in class. Hey,
Right
Ruth,
on.
how you and
How's
Little
Little
G
G
doing? Fat Kid Brody says, I have never had a PEX fitting fail. I have never had one push out if frozen. You can thaw it out with a hair dryer and it won't burst.
I was talking about the shark
Far
bite
more
fitting.
superior than copper or
The
PVC.
shark bite fitting on copper is the only thing that I had trouble with.
Marion says, I like those too. Usually when I have heartburn, I end up taking about 8 of them. I also take, I don't know how to say that. Prozol, 40 milligrams every day. Charlie Chandler says, hello, my beautiful G's. Well, hello, Missy. Trina says, you can buy over-the-counter. Okay, works just as good as a prescription if you take 20 to 40 milligrams. The same stuff
Gotcha.
that they were talking about.
Susie, I like mint chocolate chip too.
PB says, now I'm hungry for tacos or
She
salad.
said she has chocolate mint ice cream.
Ooh,
I like mint chocolate chip.
I do too. I like mint chocolate chip. Yoda does not like anything mint.
No.
And
Them
yucky cookies. B. Robinson says, no pants required for G's After Dark. That's right. Lynn says, I gotta have me some chocolate PB ice cream and then off to bed. I don't feel well and have a huge headache from crying. So good night to you, to all of you. Good night, sweetheart. KY Laura says, hello, Ruth. How is little G doing? Mike Foley says, Crumble Cookies has an Oreo cookie with peanut butter right now. Ooh, that sounds good. Amanda says, with PEX, mice chew it.
I haven't had no trouble.
So
Kill mice.
far. Mary says, Mr. G, did you call your dad? Actually, G talked to his dad yesterday.
Yeah.
Michelle Brandon says, me too. Breyer's Ice Cream makes one that has chocolate ice cream with peanut butter chunks in it. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh,
Taylor Barker said, whiskey's good for heartburn. It scrolled on me.
for heartburn. Hookers are great for heartburn too. Totally joking.
Yeah. Taylor's joking. Ha ha ha.
Moog says, omeprazole. You should know how to pronounce that, Mom. I was on it forever. I forget you. There was a lot of medication you had to take, child.
She ate too many brownies, sweetheart.
Joyce says, I like cherry vanilla ice cream. I like, it's got to have chocolate. Or
Guys,
peanut
I'm
butter.
starting to get a little moist here. And not in a good way.
Sherry Beeman says, Blue Bunny has ice cream. Peanut butter party. It's the best. White ice cream, peanut butter, and chocolate syrup. Bunny Tracks is my favorite that they've got. Cindy Cox says, any update on the house? It's still coming along slowly. Wendy B of Arizona says, Magnum double caramel bars, my weak spots. Ooh. Eric and Pam and I were just talking about Little G. We need him to call in. Oh. We actually talked to Bub today, and he was he's thinking about building a gaming console. Mike Foley says, grr, need commercial free G's. Oh.
I'm getting a little warm, honey.
I'm trying to find that.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to turn this thing on.
Ruth says, I'm ready to trade him in. I have no vehicle for his doctor, so I have no update. Sorry. He does want to be at your house the 4th. Michelle Brandon says, OMG, I forgot about the bunny chunks. Yes, but it was bunny tracks. That's my favorite. Now, if it's Ben and Jerry's, it's fish food.
I like chunky bunnies. They're good eating.
Nina says, mocha almond fudge with root beer. Ooh, that sounds good. Tim says, for the first time in a bit, I got to have coffee this AM. Had so much energy for like 2 hours. Got worn out and had to sit down.
I think I'm having me one of them hot flashes.
Better you than me. Oh my God.
I told you. I think they're contagious.
Deanna says, Mrs. G, I'm sorry that you still have to deal with the feminine cycle. It is so good to never have to buy pads again. One day I will get there. It'll happen.
Michelle says, rabbit stew. I like mine fried with some pan gravy.
Laura says, Promethazine is Pepcid in script. Good for heartburn.
Patricia, I like sea salt caramel also.
Michelle Brandon says, take it off, G. What were you taking off?
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I don't think so.
Costa said, have you guys watched The Never Ending Story? We did.
Yeah, I actually like that show.
DF2 says, hey, G's, love that video you made a little bit ago about you think you're a woman. Love it, haha. PB says, I made a strawberry rhubarb and was pretty good for not using a recipe. Awesome. Checkers Firelight says, Mr. G needs to drink water.
I am. Right there.
Joyce says, wow.
Look, watch. It says right there. First ingredient, water. That means that's the number one thing that goes in here is water.
Joyce says, wow, someone is really snoring. That's TT Marie.
That'd be TT.
Or CP. Nan says, I have no glasses on, LOL. I have a gift for you all, but really for TT and Mooch. Michelle Brandon says, damn it. Mary says, Mrs. G, too much information. I don't remember what I said. So we're all good. It didn't happen. Ruth says, your grandson was helping me pick up his toys outside today and tells Cody, silly daddy, I'm helping mommy because she's old.
He's right.
That boy, I swear.
Them yucky cookies.
Them yucky cookies. Nikki says, hi, G's. Been a while. Miss ya. Hey, sweetheart.
Haha, funny.
That's squishy.
I know. if I'm gonna do a Yoda-ism, I got to do a squishism.
Lily said that Squishy's been saying, I have an idea. KY says, Mary, I thought you would have been done with Ann Flo. Unfortunately, I am not. I wish every month that was the last one, but so far, my prayers have not been answered. Tim says, ain't got many clothes on here, haha. Costa says, nice. Me too. It's a great movie.
Not good enough. You need thunder or
water without thunder in it. LOL. That's the checker.
The thunder gets the lightning striking up in this truck, and woohoo! Watch out.
Midwest Granny says, LOL, Mr. G. My husband says the same thing about his soda. Jennifer Duck says, I love listening to you both. You guys make me laugh. Oh my goodness. PB says, well, hey, I'm having a can of the Thunder 2. Not bad.
Goes to be right back dinner.
Sherry Beeman says, instead of shindig at the G's 4th of July, we're going to get the G's house done. Amanda says, so long as I put the water in the coffee pot first. I'm drinking water, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
You can put
way.
the coffee in there first too. It doesn't matter. Still water.
KY says, I don't understand the hot flashes. I don't get them. Be thankful. DF2 says, hey G's, we're having a Second Amendment rally in Nashville, Tennessee. Me and Tim Woodcock is putting it together. Would you like to come and possibly speak or attend? It might be in September or October.
October might work. I'm not sure about September. We have
GBATs in September.
Yeah, we do have some.
And we've already paid our booth fees.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, just let me know.
Jackie says, hi G's, God bless y'all. May y'all get some good rest tonight. Thank you so much. And excuse me, I meant Jamie. Tammy says, our daughter told the grands that we're going to see dinosaurs today, meaning Nana and Papa. Dang kid. That's
What?
Their daughter told their grandkids are going to see dinosaurs today, meaning Nana and Papa.
That's funny.
That's too cute. Joy says, I have to get me some ice cream. You guys are making me want some. I me too. If it wasn't too much to walk from here into the truck stop, I'd get some. Timothy
It's not
Glover.
the walking part. That means you got to put pants on.
That's exactly.
Be
okay?
truthful here.
I don't want to get dressed the rest of the way. Tim says, hello. Can y'all pray? Oh, goodness.
It just kicked
Sorry
off
about
you.
that, sweetheart. It just booted me out of there.
It kicked her off.
And I don't know if I'll be able to get back to it. No.
We'll say prayers. She
Yes,
wasn't able to
sweetheart,
read
I wasn't
it.
able
Sorry.
to read the whole thing, but we will keep you in our prayers. Michelle Brandon says, OMG, the hot flashes are bad. They are. Anthony says, coffee is just the best muddy water. In fact,
I'm not a big coffee drinker.
I like coffee every
I
once
like
in a
them
while.
frappy thingies.
I like frappies the bestest. And
They're frappy thingies.
you came up with your own. Don't try to bite my hand.
I don't know what.
Your own kind of frappy.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, we
You just
stop
put-
at the prickly cactus.
Yeah, you just put a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
It was good when I told him to add the chocolate.
That's dark. Snuggle up.
Fat Kid Brody says, at least female products have evolved from the old mattress, aka napkins. I have to use the old ones on a wound. Current firefighter says, good evening, Mr. and Mrs. G. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, helping save people from the flood. Already rescued 115 people since started yesterday morning. That's awesome. I'm glad that you're there helping.
Appreciate you. Appreciate what you do.
Deanna says, actually, it was cloth torn in pieces.
DF2 says, love you guys.
For standing up for this country and calling out this I'm a man or woman BS. Very few people call them out.
I just call it like I see it, brother.
Tim says, we have a little ice cream shop that is the best. Had some the other day. Eric says, hey G, Pam wants to know, when was the last time you did a sexy face? You gotta get up closer so they can see that.
Any closer, my ass is gonna be in there. You just want to see my butt, didn't you? You're gonna get me kicked off Facebook and YouTube.
Teresa says, good evening, G's. It's been a while. Been watching your videos, not able to catch you live.
If that wasn't a good enough sexy face, you can blame Mrs. G.
Our 14-year-old pooch passed away March 18th.
She was wanting you to get a really big smile.
At the home front. My husband is
One of them ones.
taking it hard. How are you both doing? We're doing all right, sweetheart. We're doing good, and I'm so sorry about the loss of your fur baby. We'll keep you guys in our prayers. Amanda says, hot flashes are horrible. Been having them for 3 years and still have the monthly. Same here, and I'm pretty sure it's been about 5. Laura says, hi, my name is Laura, and I'm a Pepsi-holic. Love my soda. Janie says, just got here. What did I miss? Haven't seen a live in a long time. Hope you're all well.
Brother says, she's trying to cancel you, brother. Yeah. Amanda says, so no pants? LOL. No pants. You about got a horizontal smile.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Everyone says hello, geez. Mary, I've been there, done that. So nice not to have to buy those granny rags anymore. LOL. Jane says, you know what you all said earlier? Sorry, there is no way to try a thin pat when you need the overnight. Also, I still am so happy to be a woman. This is G. It will get better, promise. Not sure about hot flashes. Those are nice in winter time in Minnesota, though. Michael says, would that be diluted water adding something to it? Would that be diluted water adding something to it?
Oh.
Nikki said his wife is in the hospital. Thank you, sweetheart. We will keep you in our prayers, you and your wife, hun.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, it booted me out just when I was reading that comment. PB says, no decent exposure with the pants off unless you're close to some woods with no houses around. Tim C says, that's Cheetah G after dark. DF2 says, hey, I can highlight your video you made from a video I'm about to make.
Hey, can I highlight your
Okay.
video?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sure.
Definitely.
Current firefighter says, no pants means less laundry and airing out the undercarriage, LOL.
Roy Strong said, after dinner at our house. Jamie says, I love me some truckers. Thank y'all.
Jackie says, my daughter told me that you're in diapers when you were born and when you're ancient. Nan says, Ruth is back. OMG, all I heard was show Azro.
Azaro.
Azaro. Mary says, my favorite ice cream is Oreo ice cream. I love it.
Everything. Evening, G's. Everything is going to be just fine. Pants or no pants.
That was Rose.
Everything's going to be
Hey,
fine.
Rose. How you doing, sweetheart? Fat Kid Brody says, you know, this pretending BS has gone on for a long time. I mean, Swift has been pretending to be a truck drivers for a long time. Jamie says, brush her tonight, Mr. G. That's weird.
How's that feel? Good for you?
No.
No. Sad.
Charlene said they have mini Doritos in a Pringles style can.
Maybe he's talking about my beard.
Maybe it's out of control. Rose says, doing all right. Miss you both.
Here, how's that?
Miss you too, sweetheart.
Yeah, that was good for me.
Eric says, gee, Pam enjoyed your sexy face. I should be back in 5 minutes.
Oh, foreplay.
I love you too.
Foreplay. Michelle said that looks creepy.
Yes, that was just a weird brush her. That was weird. It's like it puts the lotion on.
It puts the lotion on.
Now it says
I
Mr.
got
G's
another place you
backside
put that
smile. Polite way of saying ass. Oh.
Was that the dog's brush? No, that's my brush.
It's not the dog's brush.
It's the brush I snaked off of Mrs. G.
It was brand new when I just bought it.
Yeah, you need to clean the hair out of
He
that
used
thing.
it once, and he took it over. Just forget it. Have it.
It's like a boar's hair in it.
It's a boar brush. Is
Yeah,
what it is.
it works great.
Susan Hunter says, oh, you read that. Was that the dog's brush? Susie says, is it true truck stops are going to start charging for overnights? Some truck stops already do.
A lot of them do.
They have
Actually,
spaces.
Actually, in order to park here, we ended up having to pay because this truck stop only had 15 free spots.
Yep.
And
they were full.
Everything was full. Even most of the reserve parking spots were full. And I wasn't going to drive another 10, 15 miles down the road to go look for another truck stop. We just went ahead and said, you know what, we're going to pay because we're delivering right across the street.
I can walk the dogs over there to the grass. DF2 Studio says, calling it a night. Not driving anymore tonight. Just relax, etc.
No, we're on a 34-hour restart. Tim says, how many strokes per day? Depends on how good she is.
On the beard. Read the second comment on the beard.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
And I'm going to get him booted off social media. Michelle Brandon says, you're so pretty, while petting her.
You're so pretty.
You're so pretty. Fred G. Trash says, that's why I just park on the fuel island.
Yeah.
You know what? That is becoming more common than not. If there's a pump out of service on the fuel island, drivers will park there on both sides of it. Teresa says, hot flash is stuck. It's been going through that for 2 years, but at least no more pads. I just turned 50 on March 31st. Well, happy belated birthday. Joan says, geez, between gas and having to pay to park, how truckers supposed to make a living?
Oh, they try to take any extra they can take off of us, that's for sure.
My legs are cramping.
Guys, I think we're going to call it a night. My legs are starting to sweat, and I need to stretch out. And I don't think I can do that without being indecent.
His vegetables are sweating. They need to air out.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that.
He just wants to do the windmill. Love you guys.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Time to clean some windows. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Have a good night.
You're a dork.
You're a dork.